is Tracy. I am OG Stitchery here on YouTube and on Instagram. And welcome. This is my Flosstube, episode number 31. It is Wednesday, March the 2nd of 2022. And I'm here to talk about my cross stitch. So, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking play. If you are a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. If you're new, thank you for giving me a chance. So thanks. So what I like usually to do is talk about acquisitions. Then I talk about whips, then finishes and plans. But before I get into all of that, I would like to just quickly mention that I am aware, I'm not living under a rock. I'm aware of what's going on in the world. My heart goes out to everyone involved. And I'm thinking about you. So not that you watch me, but anyway, my heart goes out to you, and there you go. I am going to put a couple of links in the description of this video for ways that you can help if you're interested. I know Jan Hicks of Jan Hicks Creates put a blog together of all the ways that you can help support our friends in the community. So take a look at the description and see what you can do. So let's get to it. Since I last chatted with you, I have been to two different needle workshops. One is Stitch New England in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. It is run by Pam, who is on Flosstube. She goes by Stitching in the Land of Good Enough. And then I also went to The World in Stitches, which is run by Randy, and that is in Littleton, Massachusetts. So, so I have a few things to show in acquisitions, I suppose. So, The World in Stitches. No. Let's start with Stitch New England because I went there Thursday. So I pretty much picked up just one chart. This is February by the Cricut Collection. I'm not sure when I'm going to be starting all of these, but I had more months, or I'm beginning to get more months. So I figured, you know, I might as well just get them all eventually. At some point, I will. And then I picked up a couple of fancy flosses or overdyed flosses, weeks, and Classic Colorworks to kit up some projects. So there you go. While I was over in North Attleboro, I stopped by their Target, which is really nice. They have a huge dollar section, which is, I don't know why you call it a dollar section because none of their items are $1. It's either $3, $5. It's $5 or less, I think. Anyway, I picked up a few things. This one, these are just finishing projects, finishing objects. So I don't obviously have anything finishes. But I thought they were cute. This was $3. So I'm going to use that on something. And this is $3. And it's just a little board. You know, I thought it would be cute. And then this. I fell in love with this. Look how cute this is. So I think I'm going to put something up here, you know, finish something up here, and then put little doodads or knickknacks on the shelf. And this was $5. And I think it's the cutest thing. So, so I'm excited about that. Put those down there. And that was it for Stitch New England. Then last Saturday, I went to the World in Stitches, and it was a great day. It was a lot of fun. It was the day after a snowstorm. We had a snowstorm on Friday. And then Saturday, I went to the World in Stitches, and I was lucky enough to meet 2 new Flosstubers, Missy and Kathy. They are, their Flosstube is, their Flosstube is 2 needles pulling thread. They are a sister-in-law, or they're sister-in-laws, and pretty much best friends. And it was such a delight to meet them. I got to stitch with them and just have a lot of laughs. And we got a really good preview of how StitchCon Weekend B is going to go. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm just thrilled to have met them. They're wonderful ladies, and great sense of humor, a lot of fun. And anyway, so I got to meet them. They actually live in Maine, and they came down for a Stitch Weekend, and it was a lot of fun. So there you go. But my acquisitions. So I actually purchased 2 things. Number one was this. It is With Thy Needle and Thread. Welcome to Jelly Bean Jubilee. Jelly Bean Jubilee. It's Brenda Gervais. And so yeah, I picked that up. And then I also picked up, shocker, some more white 18 count Ada that I plan on hand dyeing. I'm going to be playing with that. So yeah, this next little stack is Stitchy Kindness, actually, from my dear friend Jane of the BosStitchers. She is part of the BosStitchers. Chris was not able to come because she had foot surgery a couple of weeks ago, I think, and she's still recovering. She can't put any weight on her foot. But I hear that she's doing absolutely fine, and she's getting a lot of stitching in, right, Chris? And I'm excited to see everything that she has stitched on so far. So anyway, all of this is Stitchy Kindness. Jane knows that I love Halloween. I love nearly all Halloween projects. So she went through her stash and said that she's not going to be stitching any of these, or she has already stitched them, and she's passing them along to me. So this first one is a little chart that she got, she picked up, and she picked it up mainly for the fabric, not realizing that the project had already been started. And this is called Scaredy Cat. I'm trying to see. It says by Symbolic Gestures, I think. So anyway, it looks like this. And apparently it's, I think it was like a full kit, maybe? Yeah. Came with all the floss. It's really cute. Anyway, and it came with linen. So she was really interested in this, but she didn't realize that someone had already started it. So this will probably be my next my next try on linen, just because I really like it and it's quite a lot done, so why not? So yeah, so that was really sweet of her. Not that I'm done in any way. That was just the first thing. Then she saw these. These are called stand-ups, cross-stitch kits with Easel. And it's a full kit. They've never been opened. And they're designed by Carol Boswell. And this is the Singing Ghost. Even comes with a needle. And this one's Beautiful Ghost. So, those are cute. I probably won't stitch them on the perforated paper. I'll probably just stitch them on fabric, 18 count. But they're cute. I love them. And then the September-October issue of Just Cross Stitch 2012. It is the annual Halloween issue. So I'm really excited to get that. And then this one is 22 projects of Leisure Arts magazine. It is October 1997. And there are not only cross-stitch projects in here. There's knit and crochet. There's applique. There's sun catchers. But the main thing, of course, was it's October, and there are some Halloween ornaments, cross-stitch ornaments on there. So that's fun. And then this one is a Mosey and Me 2002. It's called Fall Madness with the Happy Spirit. And it's really cute. Now, there are a lot of specialty stitches on this. So I'm not sure. But why not? Get out of my comfort zone and try something new, right? So those were my acquisitions. Lots of fun. That brings me to whips, what I was working on. Because it is the 2nd of March, last week obviously was the end of February. So I was wrapping up my Whip Go goals for February. And the last one that I had to finish up was 5 days on the Collectors. And the Collectors is a chart by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And here it is. Sorry for the glare, but you get the idea. So I wanted to spend 5 days on this, and I did, and I got quite a lot done. It is purely just 310 stitching. I'm stitching this on 18 count hand-dyed fabric, 18 count Ada that I hand-dyed, and I'm pretty sure I have a picture of what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now, and this is my progress. There we go. Need to remember to show my things over there so I can show what it looked like over here. So anyway, so that will go away for a while. I just wanted to do 5 days on that. And that was a Whip Go goal for February, and that was the last one that I finished up. So I got all 4 of my Whip Go goals completed in February. So easy. Then As I mentioned, we did have a snow day, and I do have a snow day project. Most of you have seen this if you are a returning viewer. This is Nordic knitting, and this is found in the February 2021. I forgot to bring my card, but it's the Just Cross Stitch magazine. Anyway, I'll put the information down below because I didn't bring the card. I'm stitching this on 18 count ivory Aida, and here is my progress. I'm sure I have a picture of what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. It's coming along quite nicely. I am enjoying it. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any more snow days this year. It's already March. So, who knows? I didn't mean this year, I meant this season. Because obviously, we have another winter coming at the end of the year. So, anyway, so that brings me to March 1st, and that does mean that the Steel City Stitchers March Madness Bracket Challenge has begun. What I am talking about is, let me get this out, this March Stitchy Madness. So what you do is, what I'm doing, you can do it however you want. It's your board, your rules, pretty much, but the idea is to do a bracket challenge. Challenge in the form of brackets. So I have a whip going up against a new start. So for me, I work on all of these in round one once a day. So yesterday was the first, so I started out with a whip, which was Dark Shadows. And that is going up against a new start, which is on day 2, which is today, and that is going to be Boo Bash. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to be starting Boo Bash, and then what I do is I take a picture of the progress that I get, and what I will be doing later today is putting up a poll on Instagram where you can vote. So it is up to you, my viewers, my followers, my friends, to go onto Instagram and vote on which one you would like to advance. And so whichever one wins out of these two, out of this challenge, will move on to the next round, and so on and so forth. So anyway, I worked on Dark Shadows, and yesterday I only put an hour in, but I did get quite a lot done, I feel. Anyway, I'll put a picture of what it looked like before. Actually, I'll do this. What I'm talking about is Dark Shadows by Sue Hillis. There are 6 different charts, and last year I finished up the Crow Candelabra. I think it's actually still sitting over there in my finished to be FFO'd box. Anyway, so I started up Trick or Treat. I'm doing this on 18 count Phoenix by BStitch Me, and here's my progress. I absolutely love this fabric. It's so wonderful, and it is just so me. But there we go. So that is my progress. I did, like I said, 1 hour on that, and that will go up against Boo Bash. As you can see, I picked up the overdyed floss. I did not find Pumpkin Harvest, so I'm gonna have to substitute for that. But everything else I got. So I'll be starting this later on today. I'll put an hour in yeah, I'll put an hour in on this and take a picture, and then you guys can vote. So there's that. Then the next thing I worked on yesterday was something that I needed to do for another challenge. And here, this is for a challenge I'm working on for the first 13, either 13 or 15 days of March. It is through a Facebook group called Semi-Sane Stitchers, and it is bingo. So the idea is that you plug in DMC colors into a bingo board, and then every day, early in the morning, the admin does a spin of the wheel and pulls, I think, 10 to 12 different numbers, because there's over 490 DMC numbers. So they spin a lot, and they call a lot. Anyway, so what I had 2 numbers that were called yesterday. The numbers that were called was 3347 and 959. 3347 is kind of a green color. So I started New Jersey. This is from America, Land That We Love by Jean Farish. You guys have seen this. You guys know this. You will see this many more times. But here we go. So I am doing the individual states separately as little ornaments that I'm going to be decorating a July tree with. So anyway, the idea, I'm doing the same bingo board, and I do 50 stitches of a color that's called. So I did 50 stitches, and I took a picture, I posted it, and then I just continued working on it. So that was my progress. And then the next number that was called was 959, and that is kind of a aquamarine teal color. And this is on a project, a chart called Beaches and Bikinis. And it's a free chart by Helen D. Her Flosstube is Helen D. And so I'll just show the chart. It's that. But I will put a link down below to her YouTube channel and also her Instagram, which is East Coast Stitcher. And she has a link tree there on her profile on Instagram that gives you access to these charts. And she's done several of them. And so anyway, this is my start and for that color. I'm stitching this on 18 count mystery fabric. I don't remember the name of this. I think it is Weatherstone by Atomic Ranch Fabrics, but I cut it off and I don't remember what I cut it off of. But anyway, there's my start. That's going to be fun. And that is for the bingo. Today's numbers were called, and I, again, only got 2 numbers. I got 740 and 676. 740, it's orange. No problem. I have probably about 7 different projects going that have that color on them. 676, I think, is a brown. I want to say it's like a brown, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I have a lot of states that have that number on them. So I'm going to be working on that. And those are my whips of the week. So that brings me to finishes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishes. And you know what they are. I am trying to get all 50 states done before July, hopefully by the middle of June, so that way I can fully finish them. But these are all my states that I finished this week. So I have Arkansas that I finished. Then I've got Nevada. And we have Oregon. So cute. Texas. I lived in Texas for 17 years, so. And then we have Vermont. So those are my finishes. So yay. All right. And now that brings me to plans. Because it is a new month, that means that I have new WIPGO numbers that were called. And if you are a returning viewer, if you've watched me before, you know that I am doing 2 boards for WIPGO. One is my normal regular whips, and the other one is all of my whips that I started in the month of October last year, because I did 31 new starts in October. So 15 and 21 were the numbers that were called. So I'll just run through these real quick. 3 days on Let's Party. This is by Lee Fisher of Stitchy Fish Designs. This is found in the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2021 issue. So got that. And that is my start. So, like I said, I'm going to spend 3 days on that this month. So cute. Yeah. And then the next one was Blood Moon. Both of these were on my Halloween October board. And this is a free chart. So I'm going to hold it back here. It's called Blood Moon, and it is by the Witchy Stitcher. And I started this back in October. Haven't touched it since. And I'm doing this on 14 count white Aida that I hand dyed. And there's my starting point. And this one again is also spend 3 days on it. So 3 days in the month of March. And then these next 2 are on my regular board. And this one is called The Wary Approach. It's by Stony Creek Collections. And there is a story behind this. If you want to hear the story, I'll put a link down below marking which video I talked about this in. There we go. And there's my starting point. Yep. So I went to work on this for 5 days. How did I fold this? There we go. And then the next one is also 5 days. And this one is Take Me to the Sea by Doreen Jones. And this is in the Just Cross Stitch magazine August issue of 2021. So cute. And I'm doing this on 18 count ivory Aida that I hand dyed. And here's my starting point. Of course, you can't really see. Let's see. No. It is lime green. Like it's so bright a lime. It's neon. So no. Anyway, it's lime green. We'll just have to take my word for it. So there's those. Those are my Whipco goals for March. Then, like I mentioned earlier, we have the March Stitching Madness by Steel City Stitchers. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to be working one day each on all of these. This is round 1. And then I'm going to be working on round 2. Again, the same situation. One day, one full day on each. And then I'll post up a Instagram poll. And then same thing with this until we have a winner of the brackets. And then hopefully, I'm probably not going to do an FFO. I just want to get a finish. So that is one plan. Then the next plan is to continue with Semi-Sane Stitchers Bingo. Want to continue with that. That's a lot of fun. It gets me to work on different projects, which is what I really like. I like it. The next one is Semi-Sane Stitchers. For the month of March, I decided to do a focus project, and I'm going to focus on Visit Hoth because I would really like to get that one done this year. And I just need to work on it. Just need to do that. And then the next up is the Black Needle Society challenge cards. Here. So what I'm doing is I'm using Athena's cards. She draws a new challenge card each week. And so I'm going to be continuing to use her challenges. And this week was Stitch on a Piece whose designer is no longer living. I have a Blackbird design booklet, I guess you could say, and it is called Souvenirs of Summer. And I wanted to do America. There we go. So I'm going to be starting this either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. But what I did was I printed out, you can't see this, right? I printed this out and I'm going to do it in 2 different colors. So I'm going to be doing it in blue and red. And then I'm going to be changing the numbers to 1776. So I'm excited about that. All right. I think that's it. That's all of my plans, all of my projects and everything like that. That's it. Okay. There we go. That's it. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you feel inclined, please tell your friends about me. And I would really like to get to 300 subscribers, which would be fun. So I could give away some things, maybe some hand-dyed fabric. But I only do 18 count. So unless you know of a way that I can get white linen, 32 count, 28 count, whatever, let me know. Anyway, that is it for me. So I will say see you real soon.